Yes, yes, in full effect. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sorry for the delay. Better late than never, though. You feel me? I know it's close to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know the Midwest vibes. We on Eastern Standard Time. Reporting live from the Blando Hydro. Huh? Small town called Slow Rain, Ohio. You feel me? Tapping in, checking in, all that jazz music. We gonna give it a minute to warm up, get going. You know? Give people time to come in by the tools and views. You know how we do. Yeah, man, bear with me. Late night, early morning, you know how that go. You feel me? Cut that AC off one time. You dig? Before we get started, y'all know I got to open in prayer. That's really Lord of the worlds, the beneficent, the most merciful, master of this day of judgment in which we now live. Thee alone we worship and thine aid we seek. Ya Allah, guide us on your straight path, the path of those upon whom you have bestowed favors. Mashallah, subhanallah, Allahu Akbar. We back in full effect. Shout out to everybody that's keeping the Sabbath sacred. Disclaimer and spoiler alert. In the event that the video start buffering, because if you know, y'all know how YouTube do, you feel me? In the event that this video start buffering today, we gonna cut it short. But if they let us be great, then we gonna be great for goodness sake. You know what I'm saying? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the God body way. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Love, love. Everybody that's gonna catch the playback. As you can see, we having some technical difficulties already. I see them. I see the numbers filling up. See, what happens is them numbers fill up, it start buffering and glitching. You know, they try to sink our battleship. They don't want to let us be great. And then I can't control that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know the vibes. Y'all see what it is, technical difficulties already. So if this is ChoosE, we won't be here long today. But in the meantime, in between time, we got very much to do and very little to say. And I have a message that I want to keep Ali live stream if we ain't do that. Huh? Let's give it a minute, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what it do. So yeah, y'all might see the subject today. And like I said, inshallah, they gonna let us be great. But either way, we in the building, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's tuned in on the live and everybody that's gonna catch the playback. I had to ask the question as we get ready to get warmed up on this Saturday morning. You feel me? If you read the description, you already know what it is. Would you rather be blackballed by the devil or Satan? Or would you rather be cursed by God? In this world, if you had to choose one, and by the way, we all at that crossroads, you know, that fork in the road. So we all gonna have to choose one. It's just which level we on when we make the choice, when we make the decision. You know what I'm saying? Let us be found making the sound decision with sound reasoning, rationale, and logic. You feel me? And why am I asking this question today? Because this is a pivotal. Hold on right quick. With that being the case, one must ask, where does your soul belong? Huh? Where's your... But the point that I'm making is, when it's time to make the decision, and we are currently living in the valley of decision, beloved, which will you choose? Which will I choose? Who will we be found being true to? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or the enemy of Allah? A'udhu billahi amino shaitan rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. You see, because it's one thing to look at the world stage and the political arena. You know, whether you're looking at domestic politics or foreign politics and policies, that surround you and me. Regardless if we're talking about local politics, state politics, or national, whether you're talking about fame and Hollywood and celebrities or what have you, peace, familia, peace, peace, peace. Shout out to everybody that's watching from the cloud, love. But yeah, you gotta ask yourself that, because what people do is they look at public figures, they look at these celebrities, they look at these token individuals, whether they black or whatever they are. But in this case, I'm dialoguing about the black experience. So this is my favorite celebrity, or this my, you see what I'm saying? Always remember the word fan is short for fanatic. And we're not fanatical for anybody except for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the examples that he gave us in person incarnate the embodiment of his divinity in the human being, which is potentially you and me. You see what I'm saying? Because people look at these celebrities and they say, man, I want that house, I want those cars, I want those women, I want those clothes, I want that jewelry, I want that money, I want that private jet, I want. But then with a straight face, with no contention in their heart, they won't question when Uncle Sam say, ask not what your government can do for you, but ask what you can do for your government or your country. To, you know, go for what's lavish, go for what's luxurious. You know, people want a lot of leisure time, a lot of downtime, you see? So with this being the case, people compromise every day on their morals, on their integrity, on their standards, on their principles. Let me check and see if we having some technical difficulties. Y'all know how this goes. Right now, it look like we good. So I'm gonna keep next year, like I said, we going back to uploads because they can't do all this technical interference on the uploads. The only downside to that is I can't directly interact, but a lot of people catch the playback anyway. So like I said, next year we going back to uploads. I'm gonna be doing full-length monologues, dissertations, diatribes, and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And y'all can feel free to hit me up in the comments. That way, when people make comments, the comments will still be there after the video premiere. Because you know how this go. You make comments on this live and then watch the playback, you can't see the comments. So then there's that. But yeah, man, let's not be mesmerized or deceived by these political figures, by these celebrities, you know what I mean? By the people that are being publicized and propagated, propped up in front of me and you to look at as some type of idol of worship. Now, that's on the larger scale. That's on the mainstream, corporate America, higher totem pole, upper echelon type of level, right? But what about everyday people now? Because you know that all told over there, no, it's in every human being. We all in the valley of decision. There's an old proverb, ancient proverb that goes like this. Some of y'all may know it, some of y'all may not. There was a young boy talking to his grandfather. His grandfather was telling him a story about these two wolves. The two wolves. One represented light, the other one represented darkness. One represented good, the other represented evil. And the dogs will fight every day. So naturally, the grandson asked his grandfather, well, which one wins, Pawpaw? And his grandfather said, son, the one that wins is the one you feed. That's every human being. You feel me? Every human being had that same cross to bear. If you know, you know. So I'm saying this because in a world full of temptation, in a world full of lower desires, in a world full of lust, in a world full of greed and gluttony, niggardliness, not niggardliness, meaning laziness, being like a sloth, which is one of the deadly sins, the 7 deadly sins. If you know, you know. You can be tempted to get rocked to sleep. You see what I'm saying? And forsake your duty, forsake your covenant with the Creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. All for fame, acclaim, accolades, and worldly gain in this world. You know what I'm saying? We'll compromise our morals. I see people doing it every day. You could be the manager of Walmart. You could be the partner of a law firm. You could be the superintendent for public school. You could be the dean of a public school. You could be a teacher or a janitor or the principal in the public school. You could be a student in a public school. You could be a professor in the college, work for the car wash. Every day people are in the valley of decision. Do I walk with God? The straight path, the narrow straight path. It's a long path too, but the beauty of it is you can't get lost walking straight. Let me say that again for the ones in the bike with their ego in the front. You can't get lost on the straight path. It's only when people got all these bright ideas and they think they smarter than the true and living God, or they get tricked off the streets by bad company, or the devil within them and they lower desire, that shortcut turn into thorn bushes and snakes in the grass. I see we still having a little bit of technical difficulties. Inshallah, y'all can see and hear me, and inshallah, this message get across as clear as possible today. I want people to get the clarity of what we came to say. But yeah, you could be doing a number of things, right? And compromise on your morals. So don't get it confused like, oh, when you hear terms like the Illuminati, bro, it's everyday people that worship the Baphomet. It's everyday people that wish that they could sell their soul. They just might not have no gifts or no talents. It's people that'll tell you flat out, they'll sacrifice people in their family if they could be on that level. It's people that say it out their mouth. I've seen it and heard it in person. It's people that'll say if they had the opportunity to go to certain, parties and things like that, that they would be caught up in the same riffraff. They just was never invited, or they didn't have the quote unquote talent or the skill set to be on that level. Because I say it all the time, and I don't want y'all to forget, it's a difference between being undiscovered and being uncompromising. That's why in 2018, I wrote that song, Uncompromising. Well, I released it in 2018. I might have wrote it in 17. Point being, I said, I'm not like these starving artists. I'm not like these undiscovered artists. I'm not like an artist that's never sat down with record labels and discussed the deal. I've sat with A&Rs. I've sat with executives from mainstream record labels. I've sat with production companies. I've sat with management teams. I've sat with indie labels. I've sat with these people and discussed busyness. And business is warfare. You're buying for dollars. You want to get paid more while being able to do less than what's going to cause you stress and duress, if you understand what I'm saying. So yeah, a lot of the offers that I was offered, a lot of the offers that these labels made to me when they were propositioning me, I knew that it wasn't nearly my worth. I knew it didn't match what it is that I'm bringing to the table. So the integrity, and quite possibly would have sold their soul just to be on syndicated television, just to be on mainstream radio or terrestrial radio. You feel me? Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's love, whether you got a long attention span or a short attention span. You know what I'm saying? It's all love. And yeah, man, we are that milk chocolate. You know what I'm saying? This is that Hershey's Kiss. You know what I'm saying? Gift wrap and all black and all that. Speak. Love you more, E. So yeah, with that being the case, beloved, We in the building. Don't ever get sidetracked because, and I know for a fact that if they would have been true to themselves, it wouldn't have worked out for them in the long run. What I look like signing a contract that say, I'm going to give up my image and my likeness. I'm made in the image and likeness of Allah. I'm not made in the image and likeness of the Shaitan or Satan or the devils and the demons that follow him and worship him. I'm made in the image of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So how can I then hand over my image and my likeness to lesser mortals that's ungodly and give them reign and dominion over my sovereignty? Why would I do that? Peace, familia. You know the vibes, you know the count. You know what I mean? We gonna be locked in. Y'all know we on our assignment. You know what I'm saying? We do our due diligence and we most dedicated. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody that's gonna catch the playback. Shout out to everybody that's showing love. We appreciate that from the heart. By the way, you already know the vibes. I don't like saying it, but it's YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that jazz music. You feel me? I'm on my Miles Davis. That's really dope. So yeah, man, don't get tricked off the streets looking at people and their imagery, because a lot of times the back door don't reflect what's happening in the front. See, people can make it look however they want in the front when they doing their presentation, but what's under the hood? You know what I'm saying? What good is having a Maserati or a Bugatti if it ain't no engine in it? You're going nowhere immediately fast. You're going nowhere as fast as possible, but you got a Bugatti. Last days in the book of Revelations, what do they say? In the book of Revelations, it speaks about that mystery Babylon, which was hollow on the inside, but on the outside, it was draped in gold. It looked like a world of riches. It looked like the land of milk and honey and opportunity, the land of the free, the home of the brave, or in this case, the home of the slaves. You know what I mean? Peace, familia. Peace, familia. Yeah, man, y'all know the vibes and the count. So yeah, man, we gotta be focused. We gotta make sure that we know this beyond a shadow of a doubt. You know what I mean? That mystery Babylon, it says, come out of her, my people. Be not partaker in her sins, her ways, and her plagues. For her plagues and her everything but what Elijah Muhammad said, and still trying to come up with excuses as to why they don't want to do it. They done tried everything. Even this thing of all called hip hop, it was birthed from the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. All praises due to Allah for the most honorable. The brother, the black man that started the nation of gods and earths and all of that. They really, that's where hip hop came from. Them lectures, them lessons that they was putting down. Everybody was a 5%er in hip hop. In the early days, in the golden age, didn't nobody curse in their verses. Wasn't nobody cursing in their verses. Everybody had knowledge of self. Everybody was talking about black unity. Domestically and on the unite with Africa and the indigenous nations. Now we out here arguing amongst each other because black people have been spread so thin, and these other groups, which are now white, but they not quite black, sometimes they get lost in the sauce inadvertently. Sometimes they play both sides against the middle intentionally. You know what I mean? And then sometimes they true to the cause. But you got to be very clear about what's happening here. Because really, black and African unity was always the order of the day. Black and brown relations was always the agenda. So who is it that's tricking us against each other? And why is it that so many other of these subgroups that are not black or white, they willing to be used by the enemy? Yeah, they're kicking with you at the cookout, but then when you really deal in the political arena, suddenly no hablo English, mi española. You feel me? But they was just kicking it and kiki and ha. That's why I tell them quick, bro, I'm not your nigga. And unless you willing to engage in bloodshed about it, don't even get involved. Don't even play with me like that. Just a side note, I want to address this. Have y'all ever noticed how a lot of these other groups that be trying to play with the N-word, because they don't play it around me. But in the event that they do you ever notice that every time they say the word nigga, they saying it damn near like the slave master? They not saying it like, oh, what's up, my nigga? Oh, that's my nigga. Like, it's love. They saying it like, da, nigga. Like, nigga, I will put blood in your mouth, family. Do you know who you, huh? You better do your Googles. I've been down that road, and I know you ain't never been before. And I know ain't nobody trying to lose their life, go to hell or jail about a 5-letter word with 2 syllables called nigga. So watch your mouth. But you got black people in the world that's like, man, it's 2025. They can say what they want. Yeah, they can say what they want, just not to me and not around me. Unless they willing to engage in bloodshed. Because if I start throwing racial terms and slogans around, these same indigenous people gonna turn into the KKK, quick, fast, and in a hurry. And you might have a hate crime. You might have to go to court for saying a word, but they could throw nigga. They could bounce it off the wall like tennis balls. Nah, we ain't playing that, cuzzy. And if you don't like it, we send you to the crossroads on that Bone Thugs and Harmony shit. You feel me? So yeah, I just wanted to touch on that briefly. But getting back to the subject, every day we in the valley of decision. Just because they cool don't mean that they real. Remember that. They could be cool as Ice Cube. They could be cool as the AC with the windows rolled up. They could be cool as the other side of the pillow, baby. But I would choose real over cool all day. Because that Ice Cube could melt. Huh? The cool side of the pillow, once you flip it, it ain't cool no more. Eventually that pillow and that pillowcase gonna have to get washed. When it's real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that AC running, but eventually you gonna have to put gas in this whip. If you wanna keep riding around. I'm gonna tell y'all like I tell my Christian brothers and sisters. I'm not about to argue with y'all about the Nation of Islam, because I know yo imam ain't doing what Farrakhan doing. I know you can't bring me a sheikh that did half of what Farrakhan doing. Matter of fact, we can take the minister out of it. They don't want to see the student ministers. They don't want to see Brother Nuri Muhammad. Shout out to the brother, assalamu alaikum. They don't want to see Dr. Wesley Muhammad. Don't talk to me about no goddamn Pastor Geno Jenkins. We don't want to hear that. Why he ducking Wesley? He been ducking Wesley for years. I don't want to hear it. They don't want to see Brother Ishmael. They don't want to see Brother Daniel. They don't want to see Brother Tony Muhammad. I always forget the brother. What he changed his name? The minister changed his name to Brother Abdul Malik.
No, it's Abdul Malik Saeed Muhammad.
Abdul, thank you. Brother Abdul Malik Saeed Muhammad. Right, exactly. Assalamu alaikum. You see what I'm saying? See, this is why we need the youth, man. My son came right out the cut. Like, yeah, I remember his name. Yeah, salam alaikum. Liberation Generation Leader. Roll call. Y'all know what I came to do. Y'all know the vibes and the count. But y'all don't want to see the first and basically still the only entity within Islam that allow women to even speak. Women can't do no khutbahs. In the Nation of Islam, they can give a lecture. Women can't call the adhan. Allahu Akbar. With the soul of Sister Dr. Ava Muhammad, a real-life attorney from Columbus, Ohio, who did more for the minister and is doing more for the minister in death than most of us do in life. She the first one in the nation. I heard people used to look at me crazy when I said it. Oh, that's exclusively for Elijah. Well, he Elijah's extension. And to the black Christian, don't talk to me, not just aesthetically, like I fit the description of that man, physically with my features, but as far as the works of Christ and the apostles and the disciples. We don't worship no one but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We strive to be Christ-like. We strive to be like Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. We make no distinctions among the prophets and the messengers. And those of you that do, just know that you're playing with fire. You tampering with the word of Allah, which is haram. You're gonna be questioned about that on the day of Yom Kippur. which we now live in. See, the Nation of Islam say we're living in the day of judgment. All of these truths that might not be the popular narrative, I'm not about to compromise on the truth to fit in with this world. I don't give a damn how big that bag of money is. I don't care how much you gonna put bright lights over my head and microphones in my face and cameras in my face. I give a damn about any of that. We don't care about none of that. If I gotta compromise my integrity, if I gotta forsake the truth, if I gotta denounce Farrakhan and all of the teachings of Elijah, I don't want it. And it's people that call themselves believers that's waiting to throw the teachers away. They waiting for the opportunity to hit a lick. They waiting to jump off the straight path and take some type of damnable shortcut. I'm not going. I don't give a damn what y'all talking about. I had a conversation a couple weeks ago. It might have been like a month ago. I was talking to my brother Ramne. Salam alaikum to Ramne. I was talking to him about my album rollout. I was talking about, the radio station. I said, I have no desire to talk to 107.9. I have no desire to talk to the radio station. I have no desire to talk to people where I can't talk politics and religion. If I can't talk about God and the government, I don't want to goddamn shit. I see we having some technical difficulties. You feel me? I see we having some technical difficulties. It looked like it was going smooth, but you already know what it do. So you feel me? I'm going to try to continue with the message. But just know if it get too bad, we gonna wrap it up for the day. And I'm gonna try to go ahead and drive the point home. Cause y'all already know one of the many mantras. We have very much to do and very little to say. That's Sunday through Sunday and even on the Sabbath day. That's really though. So yeah, man, I told Ron now, I don't know if y'all heard what I was saying. I told my brother Ron now I have no interest in talking to no radio station. I don't. Why? Because the radio station is compromised. I can't talk about God and government on the radio. I can't say free Palestine on them small hats platform. Every time I start saying that, it start buffering. Every time I start saying that, it start buffering. I can't help but notice that when I be on here talking about, what I be talking about and I get political, I can't help but notice how the video always glitch. But if I'm talking about industry politics and rap battles, or I'm arguing with somebody in the chat, YouTube, they gonna let it ride and they gonna sit back. Why? For the drama. Why? For the low frequency and vibration. Why? They hoping that I say something to incriminate myself or something that they'll be justified in snatching the channel down. It's a fool born every day, and I ain't never been tricked off the streets in my life other than by my own bad decisions. It ain't a human being on this planet that ever deceived me or manipulated me or tricked me off these streets. Although many have tried, none have been successful. And that's an actual, factual, like it or loathe it. Just respect it. Cut the check and pay me in respect. You feel me? So yeah, man, let's not be found for the garbage. I'm talking porter potty, public, worse than the public bathroom, the porter potty, the outhouse. Some of y'all dropped your moral compass in raw sewage, looking at me crazy. No, doggy, we ain't going. We ain't about to deal. I appreciate it. Because people be looking at me crazy when I be like, I ain't got Cash App. People get indicted off Cash App. I don't got PayPal. They hit niggas with tax evasion. People be like, hey, you don't have PayPal? Fool, did you hear what I just said? No, I don't have PayPal. I don't have Cash App. Hit my Zelle or go to hell. Black Dollar Familia, I pray you excel and we wish you well. And that's really though. That's really though. So shout out to everybody. I mean, everybody. Whether you know me personally or whether you ain't never met me and don't know me, a difference from the man on the moon. Anybody that ever donated via Zelle, I appreciate it because I am the embodiment of independent. See, I ain't never compromised on my morals. I've never allowed nobody to manage my career. I've never allowed nobody to manage my finances. I've never needed nobody to be an accountant and manage anything, bank accounts, any of that. I've never needed nobody to help me with my intellectual property and creative prowess. I've never been signed to a label. We've never had none of that. I've never had no marketing from these people. No, none of that. But 20 years in, I'm getting ready to drop my 17th album, 14th studio album, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. All praises is due to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the beneficent, the most merciful. That's really though. Whether they like it or loathe it, I did this off the strip of the muscle and out of the dirt and the soil. We got it out the mud for real. That's really though. I don't care. I know that the money I walked away from, the deals I walked away from, the situations I walked away from, some of these fools would have plucked their right eye out if them devils would have told them to do it. Long as they could be on TV and had a little 15 minutes of fame. Come on, man. I'm the world's most infamous. I ain't looking for no 15 island. And as y'all can see, it's buffering. As you can see, we having technical difficulties. As you can see. So yeah, man. Inshallah, overall, what I'm saying is clear, and the point is getting across most effectively. You feel me? So yeah, man, I have no interest in compromising on my morals. I'm teaching the youth. I done taught in my son's schools, he'll tell you. Taught about Ramadan, taught about Black history. He's seen me teach teenagers at rec centers, and he's seen me hold lectures and be the main keynote address speaker, the main event at several lectures. Been to shows, performances, festivals, and all of that. And every time we do it, we touch a bag. He done seen these devils this year. As recent as the last 2 months, devils offering me all type of deals and propositions. Because he at the age now where I'll show him and make him privy. Like, look at what these devils trying to get your father to do. And he'll read it and be like, man, that's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that they think that we gonna forsake our covenant with the Creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to walk with Satan. Because to take it back to the main point, tie this all in, connect the dots, and begin to wrap it up, we ain't gonna never, ever forsake Allah. Huh? How you gonna blackball the true and living outlaws in real time? We already outsiders. For the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee ceremony, which we got invited to, you feel me? Out there on the West Coast and all of that. But even if we don't go physically, I'm going to be there in spirit. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the invite. You know what I'm saying? The Rock and Roll Hall got to be mainstream in order to get inducted. But I'm already an alumni. I'm already Rock and Roll Hall of Fame alumni. Number one, I'm from the city. Number two, out of all of the people from the city, I can argue that I've been pounding the pavement the hardest. Not just musically, but when it comes to politics, when it comes to giving back to the community, I'm the face of anti-recidivism in Ohio. I'm the face of that. You know what I'm saying? After school mentoring programs for the youth, nonprofit organizations. I still write lesson plans every month for the youth. Every single month, I write lesson plans for the youth. Not based on public food system curriculum and the killing fields. No. Based on health, wealth, and knowledge of self. Based on supreme wisdom and the infinite intelligence. So yeah, man, it's just real like that. And we keep having technical difficulties. They must not want us to be great today, and that's okay, because we great for goodness sake every day anyway. Allahu Akbar. They can't stop me if they had a red and white octagon with all capital letters on it. Red and white octagon, all traffic stop. So we ain't worried about it. It's small things to large kings. We gonna get ready to wrap up, but just know, You're better off being blackballed by Satan all day long, Sunday through Sunday, happy Sabbath day, than to be cursed by Allah, than to be forsaken by Allah. Huh? For whom Allah has guided to the straight path, none can misguide or mislead them. And those whom Allah has allowed to go astray, none can guide them back to the true and righteous path and the straight way. If it's a seal on your heart, it's a seal on your heart. But in the words of my Ummi, Sharia Mariam, the reminder benefits the believer, and that's really dope. So yeah, man, we gonna get ready to wrap it up. Before we go, I just want to mention, some of y'all might have seen the Sea of Galilee has turned red, blood red. Now y'all know this is one of the signs.
I seen it.
Yeah, you saw that, man. My son seen it. Y'all know this is one of the signs for the last day. What was you gonna say, son?
No, I wasn't gonna say nothing. Yeah, I was gonna tell you today because I mean not today. I was gonna tell you yesterday because I saw that yesterday. Yeah, it happened like last week. That's when I saw it. Yeah. I saw it. One of the signs Allah said in the last day, when you see this, know that you're about to see that. Yeah. So it's going down. Like an elevator, Muhammad said it was falling. And that's this whole satanic, secular, sick, and sodomist world governed by the devils of society. Here domestically in America and abroad. That's really though. Love you. Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah here, better catch you. Y'all already know it gets greater later. We do this every day. We don't just do this on the live stream. You know what I'm saying? Salam alaikum, my boy. Love you, E. And that's all four corners of the room. When it's just Tuesday, it's just Tuesday. When it's time to celebrate, it's time to celebrate. When it's time to get disciplined, we gonna provide order and structure and discipline. And when it's time to pray the righteous way, we gonna be found doing that too. Yeah, we strive to make all 5 salats a day. We get that exercise in. We get that rank in. You feel me? You know what I mean? Step into them elements, get the gone. We just into the afternoon and I got backup. That's really though. This every day. We don't just do this on the weekend. We not no weekend warrior. I don't take no days off. So yeah, the Sea of Gumbo, you know what I'm saying? Too much gangster gumbo is too spicy. They trying to sabotage the live, and that's cool. Just know, next year, if I'm blessed to see it, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala willing, inshallah, the videos that I did live this year, that the enemy said, yo, we don't want the message to get out. We want to suppress the numbers. We gonna glitch the video. We gonna knock people out the chat by the 10s and the 20s and the, you feel me? Yeah, just know I'm gonna double back and do an uploaded video where I retouch these topics. I'm gonna retouch the topics where they tried to sabotage the live and they wouldn't let us be great and they wouldn't let us convey the message that Allah inspired us to say. You can't stop Allah's will, decree, nor greatness if you haven't heard the latest. A thing is greater than Allah, nowhere. And that's really though. And that's why the enemy mad at me. So support the real, don't support the phony. Hit us, 278-8281. They call me Arion Tyree Mutali. Arion Tyree, ER. Title to raising, YouTube start causing it to glitch. Y'all notice that? They don't want us to be great, but they can't stop the sun from shining. It's a Allah's decree. So yeah, man, watch for the signs because they're only getting more and more obvious. I've made my decision. I'd rather be blackballed by Satan all day for the rest of my life than to be cursed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So for those of y'all that chose the other way, just stay over there with it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of y'all don't even believe in God. Y'all don't care nothing about the cursing of God, the chastisement, the wrath of God. You know what I'm saying? Allah smiting this earth because they've been disrespectful and playing in the face of the true and living God and the source of everything that exists and that has existed and that is to come but has not manifested yet. That which we see and that which is unseen. Long as they can get a couple dollars and some people hit their like button and they get a little bit of attention, they'll sell everybody out. As long as they can live comfortably, everybody can be sick and die. They don't give a damn. So yeah, let us be right for righteousness' sake. Let us be great for goodness' sake. Let us be attached to the positive purpose and do it the God body way. You know what I'm saying? We got enough ungodliness. We don't need no more of that. We ain't going. So yeah, we gonna get ready to wrap up. I think I made it clear. And y'all see the enemy hating. That's what they do. Before I go though, I just want to touch on a couple things real quick. I made a post early this morning. I had a late night, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. A table is a table, a chair is a chair. A man is a man. There ain't no gray area with that. The law of identity, number one. Number two, the law of non-contradiction, meaning it can't be raining and not raining at the same time, not in the same place. It's either raining or it's not raining. You can't be like, oh, look at that bright darkness over there. Look at that bright darkness. It's so bright and dark. Brightness and darkness directly contradict each other. Two things cannot occupy the same space at once. So they either both are light or they both represent the darkness. That's just what it is. I had the music turned down a little lower than normal today, you know what I'm saying? Some of these beats play louder than others, but it is what it is. So yeah, the second law, the law of non-contradiction. And then the third law, the law of the excluded middle, meaning it ain't no gray area. It is what it is. When you flip a coin, it's either heads or tails. There ain't no middle option. It's either up or down. These are the laws of logic, right? And in this world, people claim to be logical and, you know what I'm saying? Men typically are more logical than women. Women are typically more emotional than men. Typically, because I can hear them, right? And rationale works the same way. But to the women, the sisters in particular out there who swear to God on a stack of Bibles and Qurans that they are more logical than a man, you might be, but you know what y'all lack at? The ability to reason. You can be logical and convince yourself to do the wrong thing. You can be logical and persuade somebody else to go the wrong way. But when you exhibit reasoning skills, when you embody the ability to reason beyond your own wants and desires, and your reasoning is catapulted and supersedes everything carnal and fleshly, now you're cooking with fresh grease. Now you're cooking with raw fire. So, not just women, but it's some women out there that swear they're more logical than men, but their reasoning skills are garbage. And some of you mama's boy men is the same way. You're more effeminate than masculine. You identify more with the thinking of a woman. And as a result, your reasoning capabilities suck. You suck at reasoning. And people that suck at reasoning will make choices for the wrong reasons. And they'll be extra. But meanwhile, their reasoning is garbage. So them people are compromising. They sell their soul every day. Do not be part of the ditch party. Do not be part of the peanut gallery. What else we gonna say? I'm about to wrap this up, man. We've been on here almost an hour. It's time to go. Today's mathematics. I got a quote that I want y'all to take with you. Matter of fact, let me pause this real quick. Moment of silence. I need some acapella space. Check this out. Transcendent people do things that are hard, which makes their lives easy. Ineffective people do things that are easy, which make their life hard. Let me say that again for the niggas in the bike with their ego in the front. You know the vibes. Quote, transcendent people do things that are hard, which makes their life easy. Ineffective people do things that are easy, which make their life hard. That's an everyday thing in this world. People be thinking they smarter than you. People be thinking they get no thing that's new under the sun. You feel me? And if it is, it's only by Allah's decree. But Allah's pattern changes not. In the scripture, he says, I am God and I change not. But behold, I make all things new. And that's really though. That's really though. So yeah, man, I ain't come to talk y'all to death, baby. I came to speak life, you understand me? Just making sure we touched on everything. Y'all see it's still buffering. I be writing notes everywhere, boy. I be writing notes on notes. Look at the buffering. They can't stand it, boy. They can't stand the truth. I be writing notes on the back of utility bills, and my bills is paid, by the way. All of them, early. We pay everything early. The balance is on zero. Everything, bro. Zero is a very, very beautiful number when you talk about the people that you owe. And that's really, though, the strong way. You feel me? So before I go, I just want to touch on a couple more things. In the last month and some change, we got over 5,000 views on YouTube. Wait a minute, let it stop buffering because I want y'all to hear me when I say this. All you people, all you iPhone people, just know I don't trust you. People with iPhones be acting like they don't trust people with Androids. Nigga, I don't trust you. That iPhone got too much deception. People be hiding stuff. And why is it that they upgrade your dumbass iPhone every year? You don't think that it's dumb that every year they sell you the same phone again? It's the same goddamn phone, bruh. Them little features they added ain't about nothing. Don't y'all notice that when they about to drop their new iPhone, everybody iPhone suddenly don't work? Y'all paying attention to that? Why y'all talking about how y'all don't trust Android people? I don't trust you self-centered, selfie stick. It's all about me. My iPhone, my iPad. Fool, Apple symbol is the forbidden fruit with a bite out of it. Look at it, dummy.
The price goes up.
Thank you. Acting like they doing something new or like they doing something smart. You fool. You new fool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Act like they done went to the slow people school. Get your man, get your dumb ass in this casket. Hell is wrong with you? These crazy ass people. So yeah, man, just know the only thing that's better than the Android on that iPhone is the camera. Sometimes I be wanting the iPhone just for the camera. Other than that, you're garbage. And everything you do is garbage. And for those of y'all in relationships with iPhones, you a whole Decepticon because you got a whole bunch of secrets and trapdoors in your phone, but then you'll go through your partner phone, your partner, for those of y'all that do that, and they got an Android, but their phone is like an open book. But you got all type of secrets. You got a whole nother life in your phone. Man, get your Decepticon ass out of here with all that manipulation with your goof. Because I meant what I said when I said it. Man, you know how it go. They can't stop me from getting this money, though. Yeah, and next year, like I said, we gonna go back to uploads because they can't glitch them uploads. But I just like the raw interaction with my people. So yeah, man, we've been on here for about an hour. Like I said, in like a month and some change, I got over 5,000 views on YouTube. I just posted that we was at 50,000 views. That was awesome. So I appreciate that. The numbers going up, them subscribers going up, the hate going up, and the love supersedes the hate. You know what I'm saying? By the lap. I mean, the love be running circles. It's lapping the hate and the haters. They can't stand it. You know what I'm saying? Subhanallah ladin. You feel me? So we gonna continue on that. Yeah, and everybody that donate, I can't stress it enough because I'm on fundraiser mode. I'm not about to just monetize the channel so that these people can play with me. You see, they already be trying to play with the content. And I'm on Allah's frequency. You know what I'm saying? We pray you well and we wish you excel. Or we pray you excel when we wish you well. To the enemies and the frenemies and the haters, hit my Zelle or go to hell, goddammit. Don't watch me watch TV with your goof ass. We ain't got time for this foolishness. You understand me? So yeah, it's about to be 2 o'clock. It's a little past 1:45. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know me. Very little to say, very much to do. So we gonna get ready to get up out of here. But shout out to y'all, man. That 5,000 views, that felt good. You know what I'm saying? Just on the strength. We went from 50K to damn near 55, and it gets greater later. That's the vibes and that's the count. You know what I'm saying? Check your pulse, check your temperature, check your frequency. Black Dollar Familia, we in the building. Last week I tried to tell you we in the top 8% of YouTube. Yeah, it's only 8% of YouTubers that get past 1,000 subscribers. Last week when I said that, it started glitching. Let's see if they let me say it today in peace. There's only 8% of people on YouTube out of the 65. We gonna wait for it. We gonna wait for it. Yeah, I knew they was gonna get the glitching. Soon as I get to talk about this, they won't. When I start talking about donations and how we moving up the ladder without being in their algorithm, without the man that manipulate the machine pushing us, it glitch. Like I said, subscribers. Hold on. We gonna say it again. Let me repeat it. There's only 4% of YouTubers that reach over 10,000 subscribers. So we shooting for that. We need your help. We need your support. We trying to get 10,000 or better of being that 4%. You know we the 5%ers now. You know my favorite number now. You know E is the 5th letter, right? Okay, and you can't spell education nor entertainment without the big E. Don't get it confused or misconstrued, because we ain't playing with you. Huh? Too cool for school, too pop for college. I'm getting and spitting the knowledge, no nonsense. Zero tolerance for the nonsense, and that's really though. And it's only 0.08% of YouTubers that reach over 1 million subscribers. So right now, we in the top 8% of YouTubers, striving to be in the top 4%. Inshallah, we'll be in that 0.08%. But wherever Allah decree for us to be, it's cool with me. Just know that. Just know that. Because we already blessed by the very best, no less. And you know it gets greater later. That's really though. So yeah, man, we gonna get ready to go. Out of 65.5 million people on YouTube, we in the top 8%. Allahu Akbar. None is greater than Allah. Alhamdulillah, 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 Rabbil Alameen. All praises is due to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the beneficent, the merciful, the true and living God, who came in the person of Master Fard Muhammad. By the way, see, I ain't gonna compromise on that for nothing or no one, and that's really though. Tory Lanez go to court on the 18th, I believe. Free Tory. We praying that them people let him go. We praying that them people let Tory go. The whole world see it's some foolishness. Free Daystar Peterson. Shout out to Tory Lanez, one of the most talented artists of our day, one of the biggest independent acts of our day. Somebody that's not even from America, so he got worldwide access and all of that. You know, it's dangerous. And he a black man. Shout out to his father, Sunstar Peterson. Because if y'all ever come for my son, it's going to look something like that. Only this going to be the Muslim version. You know, Sunstar and his son, they on their Christian preacher, Baptist, and that's alhamdulillah. Long as you worshiping the right Christ and not the white Christ. Because Christ was a black man. So if you follow Star Peterson, free Tory Lanez, shout out to his father. Yeah, you know it's going to start glitching when I said that. When I start talking about black fatherhood and independent artists, you know it's going to start glitching. Shout out to Sunstar Peterson and his son Daystar Peterson. That's really though. Hold on right quick. Real life. Free Tory Lanez. Y'all know we don't play. Let Tory up out of there. We pray that when he go to court on the 18th, it's kosher. Charmin tissue official, referee with a whistle. Blow the whistle, man. Pop the gate. Let that man about that gate, bro. That's really though. And if they let him out, just know it's gonna be rough for all y'all that don't like Tory, boy. Remember what you said. Keep that same energy. All you male horses running around, all you Desiree in the feds, all you Rock Nation, all y'all, make sure. Ramadan, I told y'all about Umar Johnson. I think around that time I mentioned Kevin Gates and LeBron something. And I hate to say I told you so, but I told y'all this was going to happen to Umar. I told y'all that the whole world was basically going to come crashing down on Umar Johnson's head. When his daughter stood up in the month of Ramadan and said her dad was a deadbeat, she got a sister that she never met, he's never supported her. This is during Ramadan. I knew it was over. Now, some of y'all might think, well, what do Ramadan got to do with Umar? Because Umar was raised Muslim. He was raised Muslim in the Ummah, or in the community of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Anybody that know about Islam and the history of Islam or the Black American, so everybody got their journey, everybody got their path, but I always had 3 issues with Umar. By the way, I met him in person, been around him quite a few times, spoken to him directly. Shout out to Professor Griff. The biggest event I remember with Umar had Professor Griff, it had Fred Hampton Jr., it had Larry Hoover Jr., it had Immortal Technique, it had KRS-One, it had a number of people, and of course yours truly, Ariana Ali, Black Dollar E&T, Prime Minister. I was in the building. They was in my city. You feel me? This is when my son was not quite a baby, but he was very young. You feel me? We've been doing this a long time. I don't separate fatherhood from the mission. It's all encompassing. Anyway, I've been around Umar. We donated to him. We done broke bread. My 3 issues with Umar was always, you call the black woman the god of the universe, and how you gonna have 2 wives, but you're 50 years old with no wives. The black woman is the god of the universe, but your daughter's homeless, and you out here raising donations for a school that ain't gonna open. 2nd issue. It don't take no 15 years to open no school. The year my son was born, we started a nonprofit organization in the city of Cleveland. We're in 7 rec centers. Every rec center has 50 students. So if it's 7 rec centers, times 5 is 35, right? Yeah. So what's 7 times 50?
350.
Thank you. So that means that we have 350 students in Cleveland alone that's directly under our tutelage. Mind you, my son right here, that wasn't scripted. He didn't know I was going to ask him that. If you can see this is organic. See, I'm raising my son and I'm raising his peers. I've actually mentored you. He's seen it. And I ain't have to grift and steal money from the people to do it, big dog. So, the black woman is God, but you ain't got no black wife. The school ain't open, but you've been raising money for 15 years. Mainly off the backs of single mothers who you appear to be predatory towards. Whole nother story. And then lastly, you got children you ain't raising, but you a child psychologist, you a principal. Man, long story to the short, I pray for Umar Johnson. This ain't even me trying to beat the brother up. That man 50 years old, and at some point you are who you are in this world. Sometimes people just get stuck in their ways and you can't tell them nothing. But just know, for the people, for the sheeple that can't tell the good shepherd from the hireling, that can't tell the lion in lambskin versus the wolf in sheep's clothing, just know I told you so. Just know that. So keep it real with yourself. Hit my Zelle will go to hell. Black Dollar Familia, we pray you excel when we wish you well, and that's really though. Yeah, this coming Tuesday is Take Your Head Off Tuesdays. And you know this. Long live Michael Jackson. MJ birthday is August 29th. So we drop it August the 19th on that Leave Me Alone ET mix. Classic. Don't miss it. Don't miss it, man. Y'all know the vibes. Y'all know the count. Very much to do and very little to say. Not just on the Sabbath, but on every single day. And that's really though. Yeah, man. And y'all know we in album mode. By the way, that album almost done. I got one more song to write. And inshallah, September and October, we going to be focused on the recording process. And then fourth quarter is mine. Inshallah, be it the will of Allah. And I'm quite sure Allah is more than willing and more than capable of seeing me to and through my final destination to the end. Make sure you support it because December 9th is mine. Holiday season is me. I've been doing this for 20 years, and the first time we dropped the holiday season. People was like, man, you drop it on a Friday. Albums drop on Tuesdays. Mine's is a movie, dog. Now everybody dropping on Friday. Where you get this shit from? Dirkio voice. Free Smirkio. Sly Lake of the Big Dirk. Where y'all get this shit from, nigga? Huh? Y'all got it from the big homie, Big Muta Ali. Now everybody drop on Friday. So we back to Tuesday. 20 years later, December 9th is on a Tuesday. Albums used to come out on Tuesday. I'm bringing it back. Don't worry about that. You feel me? Says the man with the afro draped in all black. Don't worry about it. In my Rastaman voice. Don't worry about it. Because you know how it go when it's an album mode. You feel me? Y'all know what it is. Take your head off Tuesday. I dropped this a couple weeks ago. It's that 24s, that T.I. remix off the trap music joint from about 20 years ago. We gonna play that, then we gonna play a couple album cuts on the way out. What my nigga Juicy J say? Really though? Six and foes, that's how all my partners roll. Right. So they so flexing foes, so you know they got exposed. Extendo, they got exposed. World's most simple mission, it's that ET mix. King of the streets, masterclass, real cheap shit. I stopped drinking, but I'm still smoking. Smoking nigga on top 5, bitch, I'm focused. I'm causing commotion because I am the motion. It can get explosive if I get in my emotion. This is not potential, bitch, I am the most potent. I maximize the moment because I'm a lost chosen. La ilaha illallah, Muhammadan Rasulullah. Muhammad is the prophet and I only bow down to the God. I'm the best in the flesh. Y'all niggas is Avatar, Street Supernova, now the internet superstar. All black squadron, don't make me get the truth involved, bitch. We don't give a fuck who you are, no, not at all. Boxing with that lucky lefty with the strap. You should rob these rappers where they change and make them buy it back. I be spitting super fast, it's bigger than the super chat. Hit it from the back, it pull the track, she got it from the back. Nigga super cat, but I'm the unadulterated truth. Groupies, they pursue me and I keep their ass at high pursuit. I do what I gotta do, I'm winning, so y'all gotta lose. Niggas like Rodamez, I'm bishop with a lot of Jews. I don't got a lot to prove and I don't got a lot of you. Heart full of passion, but I'm still the most logical. Rappers look shook, bitch, I'm who you gotta deal with. Record labels pay for streams and views, real shit. La ilaha illallah, Muhammadan Rasulullah. Muhammad is the old flexing flows, so you know they got exposed. Extendos, six and foes, that's how all my partners roll. So they so flexing foes, so you know they got exposed. Refuse to work a 9 to 5, making them rich while I'm just getting by. So I'm on my grind till the day that I die. And if you feel the same way, say alhamdulillah. Me and all my brothers that side by side, me and my team getting great, trying to multiply. They be hating, I just say subhanallah. You ain't high, man, I'm on cloud 99. Right? La ilaha illallah, Muhammadan Rasulullah. Muhammad is the prophet and I only bow down to the God. That's really though. Y'all know we in album mode, right? Let me send a special shout out to my brother Ramne. This thing of ours, this Black Dollar thing of ours, you feel me? That we started in 2007. I was fresh out of high school. You feel me? Juneteenth.
Long live Bango. It was Juneteenth. Me, Romney, Johan, you know what I'm saying? B. Jones, Johan at that particular time, he was supposed to be like the Suge Knight of the whole establishment. 20 years later, 18 to be exact, since we started saying Black Dollar, we still here, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Me and Romney started, not just 20 years ago, but it's 2 features that I did with my brother Romney. If you know, you know. This one was called No Games. Classic. Black Dollar sound. You already know that shit, though. Black Dollar. Romney, what up? Black Dollar, holla. Revolution back. Why you think I'm dressed in all black? Living in a world full of hate. Why you think I'm mobbing with a strap? I can paint a picture to a person that'll listen to the words that I be kicking, trying to share wisdom. Living in a world full of murder victims. Living in a world poverty stricken. Why you think we dedicated? Gotta get it, I'ma get it. Move with precision cause the clock's ticking. 100 miles of running, boy, I'm so sick with it. Had to tell these lanes that it's more than music. Yeah, this is business, it's nothing personal. I got super. Hope that you don't think I'm about to show up and you ain't paying shit. You ain't paying shit, bro. I need that rent. Get it? We don't play that shit in my neighborhood. So Black Dollar, we do the money dance in my neighborhood. Yeah! About to rob the industry, but off of the community and let these suckers know when they came, nigga. Y'all see the Black Panthers in the video, nigga? You know I ain't playing no games, nigga. You know I ain't playing no games. What you? Yeah, shit. You know I ain't playing no games, nigga. You know I ain't playing no games. What you? Yeah, you know I ain't playing no games, nigga. You know I ain't playing no games. What you? Hey, Black Dollar Entertainment. It's no secret. Streets belong to us. All adversaries want to box us in, but they too weak. They ain't strong enough. Damn fools not prepared to box with God. They arms ain't long enough. 144,000 dressed in black, and they want to kill all of us. These so selling they sold. I stay true to who I am. Asiatic black man. We call the police. Blue Plus Clan, drop bombs on Uncle Tom's that poison all communities. Boom, CIA and the FBI, they got us all under scrutiny. Empowerment, black unity, the voice of the Messiah. My only name is Arion, the modern day Elijah. I put that on Messiah, he's the modern day Elisha. The Iran that came to push the enemy in that lake of fire. They know that. Don't bother me with rap beat. Run with it, so run from us in the streets. It is a stampede. Fake rappers at a standstill. Stand over the head with anvils. You know it's real when the battlefield 14. Now there's no record deal. You know I ain't playing no games I can't. You know I ain't playing no games I can't. Nah, you know I ain't playing no E&T. We are the streets. You know I ain't playing no games now. You know I ain't playing games now. You know I ain't playing no games and niggas Romney in the game. Yeah, shit. You know I ain't playing no games. Romney, what up, nigga? No games. You know I ain't playing no games and niggas Romney in the game. Yeah, shit. You know I ain't playing no games, nigga. You know I ain't playing no games with you. You know I ain't playing no games. The name is Romney and the game run the game. You know I ain't playing no games. You know I ain't playing no games with you. You know I ain't playing no games. Black Dollar ENT, we run the game, nigga. Yeah, we run the game, nigga. Really though? Yeah. That's that Black Dollar sound. They don't know nothing about that. You feel me? Yeah. That's that No Games off that False Hope. Shout out to Joey Keys on the board, man. That False Hope album, it was really Joey's album. He made basically every beat on there. You know what I'm saying? And we brought it to life. I'm on every song on that album. Shout out to Mr. Motto. Shout out to YK the Pilot. Welcome home to YK. And of course, shout out to my brother Romney. Assalamu alaikum to the gods and all that. Joey Keys, you already know what it do. Link up, big fella. Y'all know we still got work to do. You feel me? But yeah, man. Whether I'm doing it with the group or whether I'm on my solo act time, y'all know it's Black Dollar till I close my eyes and Allah say it's time to die. You feel me? Until then, y'all got to deal with me because I look at life through the lens of my third eye, and that's really though. This next track I'm going to play, we about to get ready to get up out of here. But if you know, you know. Couple years ago on November 15th, 2023, I dropped a classic. Some say it's my best work. It's definitely my biggest project. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, dropped it on my birthday a couple years ago. It's called Save Your Questions to the End. Romney on this joint too. I decided to double up on him today. Romney, what up? What my brother say?
Everybody on me, everybody on me, everybody on me now. Everybody on me, everybody on me, everybody on me now. I'm all straight on the bottles. Came up for the bottle. Everybody on me. Now everybody on me. Everybody on me now. I got it on me now. Tell them what I think about. Tell them what else don't play by the rules. Don't hate with no fools. That's a good way to lose. I gotta say the truth. Only way to keep it cool. Running the city. Big bands, man.
That's my lion. That's the Lion of Judah, baby. Huh? Pet my lion and hit the like button. That's the Lion of Judah. Huh? He ain't gonna bite nothing unless y'all violate, and then we gotta demonstrate. Romney, I got him. Me and Romney, we been running the city. You gonna lose if you betting against me. Like Dollaar, holla, I'm touching Shala. I'm global so proper, you cannot get with me. True business man, so you know I get busy. No, I'm not Diddy, but all about the business. Nothing to something. We started with pennies, then turned the pennies to 20s and 50s. Everybody on me, everybody on me, everybody on me now. I keep a weapon on me, I accept it, homie. Better pay me what you owe me. I am in first place, never second, homie. I don't really think you know my style. You know I blow loud by the whole pound while I let my child with my crown. Catch me with my team, we be late night creeping with like the gas chamber swerving for no reason. $Black champions every season is our season. Running over big steppers, swerving for no reason. Getting the big bands, it's a promise. I'm talking Ben Franks in my pocket. Never a loser, it is only profit. Predict the future like a holy prophet. That is on God, we can get it poppin'. I do not show it, but you know I got it. Bro, you not hard more like Mary Poppins. Tried to be honest, had to keep it honest. I'm just a brown man dressed in all black, and you know I be going full throttle. Popping them gold bottles and the pink bottles. Got a shot on my bro, Mr. Model. I'm just a brown man dressed in all black, and you know I be going full throttle. Popping them gold bottles and the pink bottles, but I don't put my dough on the models. Come on.
I'ma get it cause I wanna get it cause I'm always red on the post shit on the came up for the money. Everybody now, everybody on me. Everybody on me, everybody on me, everybody on me now. Everybody on me, everybody on me, everybody on me now.
That's that Black Dollar sound if you ain't know. That's really though. BDNT. Huh? They call me the MVP of the Negro League. Black Dollar Entertainment, it gets greater later. Yeah, man, I'm the face of education and entertainment. You feel me? How long we been on here, man? About an hour and a half. Oh, yeah, we about to go. We about to go, bro. I would play one more, but I think y'all get it. I think that's enough for the day. You feel me? Y'all know the vibes and y'all know the count. It's Big Moots Ali. Don't worry about nothing. Black Dollar alumni, we in the building. I appreciate all the support. Y'all saw with some technical difficulties. Inshallah, y'all got the jukes and the crux of what it is that I was trying to say in this message today. You feel me? But either way, it gets greater later. So I appreciate you tuning in with me and indulging in this week's
Sabbath Day, Superior Facts. They call me Big Muta Ali, E.T. Ali, Ariana Ali, the God Body MC, Kaya Slaughter County, if you don't like it, get from around me. 2K's up, Kinsman County, stand up. If you don't like it, get from around me. Thievlando Hydro, King for the lack of better terminology. The G-O-D, God Body MC. You can't spell MC without 3 E's. So easily do I E-M-C-E-E. You can't spell education nor entertainment without the big E. Yeah, man. So we gonna leave it right there straight like that. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh from those that know they right from they left and all of that. We blessed by the best, no less than that. Black Dollar Entertainment, y'all know the vibes and the count. Black Dollar, we out.